Hi, this is John from Revit for Interior Designers, and today we're going to create a door type legend in Revit. We're going to use this sample project on the screen here. Currently, this project has a door schedule created. If I go down here to door schedule, you'll see that all the doors have been listed out, and they all have door types here. The door types relate to an elevation of the door or the door frame in a schedule. So as an example, here we have door type elevations, A, B, C, and D door types, and on the right we have door frames, frame types here, 1, 2, 3, and then in the schedule there's a column called type that relates to each style of door. And so putting that aside, let's say for example we have this door here. This is a 103A door, and it's type A. So if I use the highlighted model button here, I can highlight that drawing in my floor plan. I click here, and there it is in front of me. This door is part of a curtain wall. And so if I go into view. Let's go to view first, and we go to view and we create a legend here, a legend, and I'll call it door type A. We'll use 1/2 inch scale for the time being. Normally in this view, we can go to here under annotate, component, legend components, and find all the families in our project and place them on the screen and create an elevation or a floor plan from those images. So for example here, if I go to component here, it's grabbing a certain door here. A door, curtain wall, single door here. Right there, wood. If I place it on the screen, escape, it places a floor plan of that door on the screen. The problem is, because this is a door embedded in a curtain wall, the size of the door and elevation relates to the scale of the frame, the mullions within which the door is placed when it comes to a curtain wall. So if I take this plan drawing here and transform it into a elevation drawing here, it's going to look rather odd because it's not physically inside of a curtain wall currently. So I need to find a door that best represents this wood door, and a curtain wall is problematic to begin with. So let's delete this door here. Let's go back into legend components here, and let's find a standard wood door. That door was created by changing a glass door into a wood door. However, because it's curtain wall, it's going to cause problems. So let's find a single flush wood door here. Here, there's a door here being used in the project. It's a wood door. I place it on the screen. Escape. I can then take this drawing here, click on it, and transform it from a floor plan into a elevation. And there's the door that I'm after. In this example, we're trying to create door elevations without the frame. And by the way, here I'm going to change the level of detail to fine to show any additional details of the image that exist. Things like handles and things. It'll appear on the drawing. But let's go to Visibility Graphics, or VG, and let's go down to Doors. Open up the door category, and let's turn off things we don't want to see. In this case, we don't want to see the frame or the mullion. So let's turn off that button there, hit OK, and there's the elevation of the door. The rest is much easier. You simply, under Annotate, go into the text command and simply start some text here. Now, I'd much rather just highlight the text from the PDF file I have open currently. So I'm just simply going to highlight in my PDF file. I'm going to right click and choose copy. I'll then click on this text here, and I'll use Control V to paste. And there's a text from the PDF file. This is rather large, so I'll simply go here and change the text style here to a smaller text style. 330 seconds is available. Here I can copy this, and I've created my own text style here called 336 Arial. And here, let's make a copy of that text, and I'll call it bold because I want it to be a little heavier. And I'll turn on the bold option, hit OK. And then this is going to become the letter A. We're going to use all caps. And so, for example, here, we now have text. Let's assume we want it to be bigger. Let's make that a little bigger. Let's choose a 1/4 inch. Make a statement out of that letter there. And here we've got door type A and the description of that door. Under a similar token, we can take this door type A in the project browser here, right click and duplicate it. And we'll call the copy frame type 1 from our PDF file. And again, we're trying to recreate these drawings here. This one here on the right. We're going to try to make some measurements here. And then here we'll have some text. So again, under VG, we're going to take this door category here, turn on the frame, but this time turn off the hidden line, maybe the swing, maybe the door panel itself, and I should be left with just a frame. Hit apply, hit OK. Looks like I forgot the handle there. And I guess hardware. And there we have it. This should be frame number 1. And again, if I use the old copy and paste trick, I'll highlight it in my PDF file here. Right click, copy, go back into Revit, highlight this text here. Control V is paste. And I can simply format this to look similar to the drawing. And there you have a frame. The rest, you can simply do a dimension here, dimension string here. It looks like they want us to measure the frame here. And you can measure it here, for example. And then if you want to draw a floor under annotate, you simply use detail lines and draw a line here across the bottom here. I'd take that line, highlight it, and choose the style wide, for example. And then I'll align it, or AL, to the bottom of there. If you can't see that line weight turn on, it's because this button here needs to be activated. This turns off line weights. This turns on line weights. So in a few quick steps, we created a door type A. We duplicated and created a frame type 1 for the same door. The rest, we simply take that schedule and add it to a sheet. Here I've got a sheet open, and we'll simply drag and drop our schedule onto the sheet and drop it off. We'll want to be careful and make sure that none of these lines are double spaced. This has 2 sentences here, so we're going to click on this column here and make it longer in order to make every text appear on a single line of text. This column here also has 2 lines. We're going to pull on this and make it a single line of text to make it cleaner. There's a schedule. We won't get into formatting that schedule, but that might be a separate video. And then when it comes to drawing the door types here, on the sheet, we can go back to annotate, detail lines, and we can draw the frame that they're currently creating. So for example, here they've got this large frame on the page. I will type DI for distance. I will measure distance between these here, and then choose the equate button there, and that'll make these lines equally spaced. Then I can delete those measurements, and these lines are now equally spaced. I'll use unconstrained. And then here I'll draw a line across the top. Right, detail lines across the top. Again, you can use measurements to place these exactly where you like them with precise measurements. Actually, I need that line. And then here we can use text again. We can click some text here. We call these door types. Here, you can choose the style of text that you've created previously. I can then take that object and duplicate it from here to there. And I'll call this column frame types. I can then grab my legends and drag them onto the screen. Door type number 1, drag it on the screen, drop it off right here. Here's frame type number 1, drag it on the screen, drop it off over here. You can line them up if you like. A bit of a problem, but this object here has a title block, and I'd rather not have a title block because the label is here. And so if I click on this image, it says it's called viewport number 1. That's the type that's controlling the style of this title block. If I click on this and duplicate it here, I can simply say, I can simply call this no title block as an example. And all I do here is turn off this button here that says show title. I'll just turn that off, set it to no, hit OK. And there's a style of image, a view here on the sheet that has the style called no title. I can add that same style to this image over here. I'll choose no title block. Last thing I want to do, maybe open this view here and draw a line across the bottom, which I had forgot to do earlier. So draw a line across here. Tell that line to be wide lines. Align it to the underside of the door. Double click out here in space somewhere outside of the sheet. And there I've got my drawings set up here. You want to do this for each and every other door type and frame type in your schedule. Again, these should match the columns in the schedule called door type and frame type. And that's all there's to it. Feel free to post any questions. We'll see you next time. Bye.